Well, what brought me to the center was over 10 years ago. It was on a Saturday morning. It was beautiful, bright, sunshiny day. My husband and I were going to have our coffee outside. Our trash collection truck usually runs during the night, so you would never see him. Well, I looked down the road, and about 4 or 5 houses down, there he sat. I thought, what's going on? I thought he had car trouble or truck trouble with the engine. So I didn't think much more about it, and he took a long time. But when he finally started, he went very, very slow. And he bypassed the rest of the houses, and he stopped when he saw us. And then after a time, he got out of the truck, and he came around, and he kind of motioned like this to us. And I thought, well, I don't know anything about engines. So I sat there and kept drinking my coffee. My husband got up and went over. And then they were going around the side of the truck, and he looks at me, and he goes like this. So I also went over, and we went to the back of the truck. And, you know, you're standing there, and he looks at me, and he says, I've picked up a baby. You just stand there in shock and disbelief, and you're not believing what you're seeing. And you don't know what to say, you don't know what to do. Every kind of emotions running through you. What had happened, she had the baby on a Monday night in her parents' home in the basement, all by herself. The baby was perfectly full-term, healthy little baby girl. She immediately put her in a trash bag, tied it shut, took her out, put her in the garbage receptacle to be put out with the rest of the garbage. You're looking in the back of the truck, and the only thing we saw basically was her leg, because when the bag broke open, her little leg fell down in front of the blade. I just wanted to crawl up in that truck. I wanted to get up in that truck and get her out. I just wanted, being a mother or whoever, I wanted to get that baby out of there so bad. And they're like, Donna, you can't do that. But that was one of my first impulses. Once I realized it wasn't a doll baby, it was a baby. The baby had been born Monday night, and the garbage collection was early Saturday morning. And the coroner ruled that she had succumbed sometime Friday afternoon, late Friday afternoon. And it just hurt. That hurt even worse because she wanted to live she just wanted to live so hard. She really tried to hang in there. It's when they pulled the truck away. That probably, the impact that had, when they pulled that truck away, there a couple guys, the detectives or whatever they were, jumped up in that truck and were just hanging on the sides of the truck as they gently pulled the truck away. It was impounded, and they had to take it up to the township for the coroner to come out. But just like I said, the whole mood of everything and how they were just like gently, going with her it was just like they were protecting her or something. I don't know. It was just, I'll never forget that sight is when they pulled that truck away. Went up, very, very slowly up the road, but just the looks on their faces and just the respect and just, I don't know, it was a horrible weekend. You're just trying to wrap your mind around what you saw, and it's just disbelief and anger. I was just so angry. I just thought, what a waste, that didn't have to happen, this poor baby. So then I ended up writing her a letter. I just kind of had to put my feelings out and just tell her it was not her fault. It was nothing that she did, So anyhow, I got through the weekend, and Monday I was taking my own garbage out, and my knees just started shaking, and I just felt sick to my stomach. And I was condemning her. I was so mad. I thought, how could anyone have done something so cold, just so cold, as to what she did? And I can honestly tell you that I felt the hands of God on my shoulders. And I heard his voice very strongly. It's not for you to judge. It's for you to make a difference. So I went back in the house, and I got the phone book out. I thought about, volunteering many times, but it's easier not to do it. So I didn't. So I got the phone and I called the pregnancy center, and I got through to Gwen, who was the director at that time. And within an hour's time, I was sitting across from Gwen and I was telling her my story. And I told her, I said, basically, I couldn't do anything for that little baby, but I need to try to make a difference for other babies. And that's basically what I tried to do.
Most people's lives will never be interrupted in the way that Donna's life was with this tragedy. This was the event that compelled her to become a volunteer at the pregnancy center. Last year, 1,800 clients' needs were met with fewer than 30 volunteers working at the pregnancy center. It was a challenge for us, and we do need more volunteers. People often believe that there is nothing that one man or one woman can do to change the world, but we can change the life of one other person. It is our desire at the pregnancy center to decrease the number of teen pregnancies and abortions in this community, and we can do it one person at a time. Please prayerfully consider how you can support us with your resources, with your volunteer time, and mostly with your prayer. Thank you so much.